ethanchaotic 2 here. So I got one question for you. What do you think when you hear the word SpongeBob? You know, the great first three seasons, the amazing movie, and in my opinion, it has way better animation than modern SpongeBob with the second movie. But the hit or miss episodes after that? The Splinter? Well, what I think, other than the good stuff I mentioned in the beginning, is how bad modern SpongeBob is. In this video, I will be talking about the reasons I hate modern SpongeBob. So, my first reason is that everyone is way more expressive, and, the way I thought about this is in the first SpongeBob movie, remember when they were doing, the whole bubble scene and they were, changing face shapes and stuff? Well, I think the way it works is that in modern SpongeBob, they wouldn't, cut and then change the face. What they would do is that they would probably morph that face into the new face, is what I'm saying. And, how stupid, Patrick looks when he talks or whatever. And anyone else remember that episode where SpongeBob and Patrick went and skied Squidward's body and it was nightmare fuel? God, why did they make that episode? What was funny? There was nothing funny about that. It looked gross. No one wanted to see a half square and fat body Squidward with two weird legs sticking out. But my next point that I want to bring up is that Patrick, SpongeBob, and Plankton, out of the rest of the main cast, quote unquote, because Sandy and Pearl barely make appearances anymore, is that they changed the most. What I mean is, let me give you an example. Before, SpongeBob used to have, he never had eyebrows, but he'd always squint his eyes and there would be mini eyebrows on that. They would only be restricted to his face. But oh god, this is the biggest reason I hate modern SpongeBob. And it is that SpongeBob has grown eyebrows! I hate it so much. It bothers me. It took me a month to figure out that SpongeBob grew eyebrows. And I just didn't... It was so hard to comprehend. SpongeBob was perfect. He could make expressions completely fine before. But obviously, going along with the everyone is way more expressive thing, I guess they were just hey, well, whatever, let's just give SpongeBob some eyebrows. And I hate it so much. But, sorry to ramble. But anyway, continuing. Patrick, obviously, he has grown an underbite. And I hate it so much, okay? He's grown a gigantic underbite, and he just, every time he speaks, he looks like a moron. He's gained, a million double chins. And Plankton, yeah, well, he's gained, the ability to morph the size of his arms and legs, the length and how short they are, but it just confuses me why they made him do that. I really don't whoever had the creative choice to make it so that Plankton can just be Mr. Incredible at this point. I don't get it. Why do they have to do that? What was the point in making his arms bigger and smaller from scene to scene? I just don't get it. I really don't get the point of that. But whatever. That was really all I had about them. I mean, Mr. Krabs and Sandy and Pearl never change. But just a quick side note right now. Why the Flying Dutchman really bothered me in the Legend of Bikini Bottom when they acted like they didn't know him. Okay, they didn't act it, but they've known him for years now. He's been in so many episodes. He lived with SpongeBob, for Christ's sake. Even though that was a gross out episode for no reason, I don't get I don't get why they just decided to get rid of the whole oh hey, SpongeBob knows Flying Dutchman thing. Even though they made a call back to the SpongeBob Fresh Out of Water movie. Don't think I didn't notice that, people who write SpongeBob. All right, you said Plankton. Oh, I've been in his mind. It's so bad. If you've been in his mind, then you should clearly remember to go back years before when we saw the Flying Dutchman. He's been out of episodes for years, and they just bring him back in a whole. Oh, we don't remember him. I get that they don't have much continuity, but can they at least have some? Sorry for rambling on about stupid Flying Dutchman Legend of Bikini Bottom episode, but I get that modern SpongeBob may be getting better, and I understand that, but they've already messed it up so bad with all the gross out humor and just, oh, how painfully unfunny all the jokes are, and how stupid Patrick is, and how and how stupid SpongeBob is, too. Another thing about the characters and how everything plays out and the unfunny jokes is that everything in the show is too bright. I know we used to, I'm sorry this is a bad reason, but before we had episodes at night, the night shift and rock bottom, those are the only two examples I got so far, but I loved watching those episodes because at nighttime if I saw them, I just feel like I was in the show. And I know that sounds stupid, but obviously that was when I was 5, and it just felt so nice, I guess eating cereal and watching SpongeBob talk about the hash-slinging slasher and eating his own arms. It was great. It was great. But then now it's just everything is so cheerful and bright. And a segue into that is how sweet SpongeBob is that he gives me diabetes. He's so painfully sweet. Before he was never nice. Because another callback to the night shift, he said, "I'm sorry for using your clarinet to unclog my toilet." Nice. He was never inherently nice. And Patrick was never that stupid. Him and SpongeBob were both stupid.
I don't know. What do you want to do today?
Yes, Patrick was more the stupid one, but you remember when SpongeBob tormented Patrick by messing around with the chocolate? Also another nighttime episode. He was never this nice to I guess, as the seasons progressed, he had to be, the super nice guy. And, okay, this is another, thing I gotta say, another sidetrack. You know that whole Mr. Krabs is a crack addict thing? Yeah, he's not a crack addict. Have you seen any SpongeBob episode ever? In half of the episodes, SpongeBob and Patrick and Squidward, they destroy the Krusty Krab. Remember when SpongeBob ate the Krusty Krab? Remember when the entire Krusty Krab got destroyed when they made a drive-thru? Remember when SpongeBob and Patrick burst through the wall twice when they were in their little boat ship thingy? He's just trying to pay for the repairs. That's why he's so stingy. He's barely keeping his business afloat because he keeps destroying the entire Krusty Krab. Look, I'm sorry for making you listen to me ramble on for about 7 minutes and 30 seconds, but, I just really wanted to get my reasons out there about why I hate modern SpongeBob. Maybe to, let you understand. I don't know. I hate modern SpongeBob, and I need to make a video. So, my old outro got deleted, I guess, and, what I was trying to say was, I should have made a video after a long time, and blah, blah, blah. Also, I realized that in one of the 2015 episodes or something, they go back to, Rock Bottom to see SpongeBob's old friends, which is another moment of continuity, and, yeah, that's it. See you in the next episode, of Randomness. Goodbye.